All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. And today is December 25th, 2023, so-called Christmas. We already know what that madness is about, But I have this article from the New York Post, and it says Iran's nuclear breakout. It's like Iran's nuclear breakout towards the night before Armageddon. So I'm just going to go into this article a little bit and bring out a few scriptures. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. And it says, it remains far too quiet at the White House this Christmas. Iran alarmingly is on the cusp of building a nuclear bomb, and the Biden administration appears oblivious that we are now on the eve of Armageddon in the Middle East. And yeah, man, World War III is on the brink. Nothing is going to be able to stop it. It's inevitable. It's going to happen because it's prophesied that this place, America, aka Babylon the Great, will be destroyed. It says Yuletide gifts for Iranian Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, in the form of more economic sanction relief won't stop the Ayatollah from achieving his military goal of turning Iran into a nuclear power as a counterweight to Israel's nuclear arsenal. Creatures are stirring in Iran, and dangerously so in the full of day. It's like in the full light of day. Tehran is only 6 days. Tehran is only days from a nuclear breakout, not weeks or months. Iran already possesses sufficient mass of 60% highly enriched uranium to assemble nuclear bombs, and readily has the centrifuge capacity needed to reach 90% enrichment.
6-1 control.
The level required to sustain a nuclear chain reaction. In November, the latest quarterly report from the International Atomic Energy Agency warned Iran's stocks of enriched uranium and its centrifuge capacity combined are sufficient to make enough weapon-grade uranium for 6 nuclear weapons in 1 month, 8 in 2 months, 10 in 3 months, 11 in 4 months, and 12 in 5 months. Says equally disconcerting, the IAEA noted that not only was there little Iranian cooperation over the last 2 months, over the last 2.5 months, but also that Iran shows no willingness to cooperate in the future. No, it is not the time to be jolly, nor is it time for folly. So, man, they let you know, man, it ain't the time for that, man. It ain't the time, just like it says in Ecclesiastes. It's like not Ecclesiasticus, but Ecclesiastes chapter 3, it's a time for everything. And right now we're in a time of war, It says UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres called for a return to the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action in exchange for sanctions relief for Iran. So yeah, man, that's all I'm gonna read on that. But pretty much, again, Iran is just another nation that is building and testing their nuclear weapons. You have Russia, China, North Korea, Just to name a few that are testing these weapons. You know, they're getting ready for this third world war. So I'm not going to speak on that too much. Just going to grab the script. So I'm going to start in the book of Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. And it says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And yes, man, World War III is indeed coming quickly. With all these things that are in the news, even with these, these weekly updates on these particular nations that have these nuclear weapons, is letting you know the time that we're in. We're in the end, man. And war is coming. So I'm going to go to chapter 16. This is Revelation chapter 16 and verse 12. And it says, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. And yes, man, if the Euphrates River isn't completely dried up now, it's almost dry, because again, prophecy is being fulfilled, because this third world war is going to happen over in that region, in the Middle East, over in Saudi Arabia. And as you can see, the headline reads Armageddon, Verse 13, and I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. And yeah, man, those 3 unclean spirits like frogs are going into, London being, the financial system, the false prophet, or, the religion, going back to, Rome, modern day Rome, the Vatican to be specific, and Washington, D.C., here in America being that military branch. Those are those 3 unclean spirits, London, Washington, D.C., and Rome, or the Vatican, In verse 14, for they are the spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole earth, to gather them to the battle of that great day of Yahweh Almighty, Alashajah, man. So this is where the Lord is going to judge these nations over there in the Middle East, because all these nations are going to be fighting against each other. But once our Lord Yahweh Shai returns, they're going to fight against him, but they're going to lose. He's going to run right through them. Verse 15, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. So yeah, man, we're supposed to watch, so we don't get caught off guard, because the Lord gave us the signs of when he was going to come back, Verse 16, and he gathered them together in a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon, which would be, Harmageddon, if I pronounced that correctly. That's the correct pronunciation in the Hebrew, which is, the Valley of Decision, which is where these nations are going to be judged, It's like you. And then just to grab it real quick, Isaiah 54 and 16, because again, these is just another nation that is developing, nuclear missiles. This is Isaiah 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. And as always, that is going into those nuclear missiles being created, So I'm going to come to the book of Joel, chapter 3. I'm going to jump down, a few verses, which is a good chapter, but I'm going to hit the main points, and it says the nations will be judged, and they will, This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, or the Hebrew Yehoshaphat, and will lead them, Slakia, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And yeah, man, those that get drafted for this third World War, they're gonna die over there. They're not coming back home. Because again, just like it says, the valley of decision, that's where the Lord is gonna judge them over in that land. They're gonna be destroyed over there. For coming up against the nation of Israel. Because right now you have, those Ishmaelites, and Amalek over there fighting over the land of Israel, and it's neither one of those nations' land. So I'm going to jump down to verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say I am strong. And yes, that's what these other nations are doing. They're saying they're strong because they now possess these nuclear capabilities, like America has, But right now, America and Russia are the two nations, because those are the two main nations that are going to be at war. America and Russia, the bear versus Babylon, but they're the two main nations that possess the most nuclear warheads, and all of them are going to be used. This is verse 11, and it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come down, Slakia, come, get you down, for the Slakia.